Good morning. It's Friday, November 18th, 2022, and it's 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So the markets look like they're breaking down. They've been breaking down, actually. Here's the high, and each high is lower than that high. In fact, the ES looks almost identical to the NASDAQ as far as the patterns. And then the Dow, it looks like it's breaking down too. So it looks like probably next week we're going to have some pretty good downside here, I would think. And I might start pricing out some options, some put options to buy short. So I don't know what the news is saying, but I would not rely on the news at all. These markets are very, very, very weak. In fact, they're in trouble. And they keep raising interest rates because I think what they're trying to do is prevent a huge crash from happening quickly. It's going to happen anyway. But I guess what the Feds are trying to do is trying to maybe not make it so drastic. I don't know if they can do that. They can control it, but all the long-term people that are in long-term, especially if they've lost money, I would definitely get out of the market. And if I'm wrong, and you get out and the market goes back up, which I would see that is not really possible, then you can always get back in. It's not a big deal. So anyway, that's what's going on. I just feel more and more each day that these markets are just getting weaker and weaker, and eventually we're going to have that crash I was talking about. The market started heading down. I drew this in just for fun, but I believe that this is actually going to happen. And when, I'm not sure, but it looks like it's getting really close to the market dropping like that, way below the 2020 low when it started the pandemic. It's way around 2,200 on the ES, and it's around 4,000 now, so that's down a lot. And I believe it's going to go down even further than that, actually quite a bit further. I'm not sure, but at least this right here looks reasonably, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. At least to me it does. Okay, so we're back here. There's not a whole lot to report other than markets are breaking down. They're starting to come down, and it looks like possibly next week we've got a down week. That's what I'm guessing, according to what I see here. So Bitcoin on a daily chart, like I said before, it actually broke down below this balance area. It's down in here. It looks like it's setting itself up for a move, and I have Bitcoin going down put options. So if it goes down below the low right here, I'm going to buy some more put options. I think I'll buy them further out, maybe January puts, because I think, at let's see, futures market gives a better indication where it's at. It's around 16,000. So I'm guessing it's going to go around 10,000, by the time this is done, maybe even lower than that. Maybe a lot lower than that. So we'll look at a couple of stocks here. Looks like Amazon, not Amazon, but Apple is actually doing pretty good here. Well, I shouldn't say that, but they're still in a bear market, but they're up high compared to the rest of the stocks. Some of these stocks aren't doing so well. I mean, eventually Apple's going to come down too, all these stocks. Take Amazon. Here's Amazon. Amazon made a new low here, and it came up and made a new high just within this area, and then it came down again. So this is all normal. I believe it's going to go and break this, and Amazon's another one of those stocks. I believe it's going to go down into the single digits. See, Bank of America is another one. So this is the one that actually broke out of this balance area. It looks like it's coming back in. So this might be a possible short for me. If it starts to get into this area, I'm going to start buying some put options. Another short. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities. You know, I have Lowe's. Lowe's is still down. I bought somewhere up in here and it's down here, so it's doing really well for me for put options, and I believe it's going to go all the way down. See, I have Microsoft too going down, and I bought Microsoft up here and it's going down here, and I believe it's going to fill this gap and eventually go all the way down and even further. So Tesla is breaking down, and it's going to start making some new lows here. This market's been very volatile. You can see these moves here, very volatile. Once it breaks down here, then I'm going to buy some put options. Let's say probably, let's just say right there. It's got this little balance area. Once it breaks down below here and then has another spike down, then I'm going to, or another bar down, then I'll buy some more put options in there, somewhere in this area. So like I said, there's a lot of opportunities to make a lot of money right now. In fact, more money. You can make 10 times the amount of money going down, way more than 10 times, than going up. And it happens faster, a lot faster going down than going up. So here's the Dow Jones. You know, a lot of people lost money here, but a lot of these people that stay in long term, it came back up here and then they're break even. But that's not the way you play this market. You know, this is a buy and sell, and if you're long term, just buying and buying, you're only playing half the market, and eventually they're going to take all your money. It happens 90% of the time, even more than that. But when the market starts heading down, it heads down really fast. And like I showed the example, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about how I purchased stock, options on, I think it was on Lowe's. You know, so options on a stock, and it happens on ETFs too. It happens on all stocks that are that have option chains and have a lot of volatility, open interest, and volume. And so the market, you know, with a $5,000 investment, I already doubled that money just in one day, and that's what you can do with options. So you can imagine if you have a $100,000 investment. So, and that's how the market is supposed to be played. But there's only 2% of the people that know that and actually are very consistent in making money. So I can make money going up, and I'll make money going down. I don't care where this market goes. The only advantage is when it's going down, you can make, like I said, 10 times, maybe even 100 times the amount of money that goes up. From here to here was a good place to make money. But look at how long it took to come all the way back up. So the same thing's going to happen here. Eventually, you're going to see, like I did here, I made this. This market's going to come tumbling down. There's going to be a lot of money made here, only by the 2%. And there's going to be a lot of money lost here by the 90%. And of course, like I said before, the 8% will get out because they'll get scared. They might even get out with a loss. Maybe they might even have money if they get out. Let's say they bought in here and they get out somewhere here, and they might pick up a couple bucks. But look at all the time wasted here. Can you imagine? You bought here and then you get out here, you didn't make anything, and you wasted, what was that, 2 years, 3 years, you know? It's crazy. Because people don't understand how this market is set up. And this is all on purpose. You know, this right here, this drop, and then up here, this was the final hurrah for these people. Like, okay, this is it. This is the last one. We're going to make this run before it goes down. And that's exactly what happened. But a lot of people don't know that. So anyway, the game continues. This is the way it was in 2008, and in 2000 I saw the same thing happen, except this is way, way, way more extreme. Way more extreme than back then. So of course that means that the correction is going to be more extreme. The correction in 2008 was 50%. In 1929 it was 90%. And I figure this is going to go down 90%, and all the other stocks are going to follow. Not all of them. There's going to be some ETFs and stocks that are going to go up, but very few. Like gold is definitely going to go up. You know, it's one good investment at any time, really. Okay, back to the ES. Again, it looks like it's breaking down. And today's Friday. I don't think a lot's going to happen today. I mean, this could go way down into here by the end of today. That's a possibility. But you're not going to see it hit bottom here today. That's for sure. I mean, unless, you know, something drastic happens, and that doesn't happen. That's pretty rare when things like that happen. But, you know, possibility it might come back down here. And today's Friday, so where the market is right now at this time, I'm not going to do anything. Not going to buy any more put options. I'll wait till next week, and when it starts coming down this area, then I'll purchase. And the reason for that is, yeah, sure, there's a possibility this could pop back up. It's slim, but it's still possible, because who knows what their plan is. But as it is right now, I'm just going to hold and just wait. And it comes down here, I'm going to buy a lot of positions in a lot of markets. And a lot of money can be made going down, like I said, very quickly too. Okay, that's it for today. Have a good weekend. We'll talk on Monday.